So what is a caprice? Oh, I got you. I got you. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. We're moving with a purpose. Moves with purpose. Move with purpose. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy birthday to all the February people. All those having a birthday in the month of February. Happy birthday to you. What is that? Capricorn slash Aquarius season. Happy birthday, people, fellow human beings. We're moving. We still be moving over here. We still have to make some time for YouTube too. The time, one foot in front of the other. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope that you got some rest, okay? Some relaxation, all right? I just hope that you had a wonderful weekend. It's a new month, second month of the year, 2026. February is Black History Month. You got Valentine's Day, and we have birthdays, right? So happy birthdays to each and every one of you guys having a birthday in the month of February, right? That's something I try not to forget to do, and I don't need another content creator to remind me to do that, right? Because whether you come over here a lot, a little bit, or this is your first time, wishing you a happy birthday is something that everybody, something everybody deserves. They deserve to be wished a happy birthday. So whatever day it is, February 1st through 28th, whenever your birthday is, happy birthday to you. Hope you're having a wonderful start to the new year. It's still a new year. We're 1/12 of the way in on that second month, right? So for those of you who have goals, resolutions, or just some news that you would like to make, because a lot of people don't like to say resolutions, even though that's what a goal basically is, right? That's what a change basically is. If you say that you just want to be a better you for the new year, that's still a resolution, right? People just don't like to say what's commonplace these days. They like to be different. Or they don't like to sound like they're on the bandwagon or something, I guess. But if you have new goals, or if you just want to be a better you, that's what resolutions are about. Improving who you are. Doing things better, being better, learning. So it's all the same. So whatever goals that you have set for 2026, I hope that you are on your way. We're going uphill, you guys. So we got to keep talking as we go up this hill, right? Right? We walk and talk over here. That's the name of this channel because that's what it's all about. Walking and talking. So whatever your goals, resolutions, or newbies are, as the new things to do, I hope that you're on the right track, a steady track, and I hope that you're getting those things accomplished. Okay? We're going to be on here maybe another 9 to 14 minutes because, like I told you guys at the end of the year, and a good part of last year, don't put all of your eggs in one basket, okay? Right? If your goal is to do content for fun, You definitely don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. You could be on several platforms all over the place. But if you have certain goals, financial goals, you don't want to just stay in one place. I've learned that because people will latch on to you and they will hinder those goals. So have you 2 to 3 baskets, right? And put an egg in each one of them. All right? And split your time between them equally until you find out which one is better for you. Because believe me, you'll think that one thing is better for you, and when you try something else out, you'll be amazed at how much better it could be. And then that thing that you think that may be better, it might be better, but you got to try it. You got to try it. So remember, just like when we're exercising, keep moving. Keep moving. All right? And move to the beat of your own drum. Because following somebody else's drum is sad and pathetic, right? You can take hints and cues from people, but do your own thing. Be you. Be original. Be unique. Because if you take joy from being just like a carbon copy, or at least trying to be like someone else, who are you? You have to start asking yourself, who are you? Who are you? So, focus on being a better you, if that's your goal, if that's your mission, if that's your quest, right? A better you, a more improved you, a healthier you, right? Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, right? Cognitively, okay? Physically, mentally. Some people will say, well, mental, isn't that cognitive? Kind of, yeah. Kind of doesn't have to be, right? Your mental state can be good, can be great. But there are some things you would like to be more cognitive of, right? Some more things, right? More aware of. Focus on those things because it's all about the heart, the mind, the body, and soul. Remember, do not do anything that you hear me or anyone else say to do or that you see us do without knowing that you can do that with no problem. You know your situation, you know your health status, you know your fitness level. So always consult who? Your primary health care provider, your doctor, your MD, your general practitioner, right? Your physician's assistant, your certified registered nurse practitioner, your RN, right? Your main RN. If you've had any injuries in the past, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, right? Your specialty doctors. If you have any of those, which you should at least have one, your primary healthcare provider. You want to consult with them, talk with them, have a conversation with them, communicate with them, and allow them to communicate with each other about you, right? Before starting or restarting or changing or ending or taking a break. Any exercise plan, program, right? Or routine. You want to be on point. Watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. We want to keep those legs slim, not too slim, right? Because you want to build that muscle. Just like we do cardio daily, find some time during the week to make sure that you do resistance weight training, okay? Weights, whether it be weights at home, weights in the gym, at the YMCA, the local recreational center. Find some time to do resistance weight training, okay? To build those muscles, to keep them strong, okay? Ladies, we want to be toned and we want to be strong. We don't want to look like Hercules unless you're a competitor. But we want to be toned and we want to be strong, right? Remember to stretch before starting your workout. right? I say think of the word, what? Radar, right? Right? The R is your stretching on both ends. You want to start with stretching and end with stretching. Start with stretching. R, stretching. A, warm up. D, your routine, your workout routine. A, your cool down. And R, your stretching. Right? You want to start with stretching and end with stretching. Start with dynamic stretches, end with static stretches. You want to hold those stretches at the end. Okay? All right? You want to tap it out at the beginning, just warm the body up. Circle those arms. All right? Do some dynamic stretching. All right? Then go into your warm up, which your stretching is a part of that, but it's what you should be doing at the beginning. Then find your way into your warm up. Mild cardio. A little light, mild cardio. Right? And then if cardio is what you're doing for the day, you go into your more intense cardio workout. That mild cardio warm-up prepares your body to go into that more intense cardio workout. Right? Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate you. Right? So that mild cardio workup prepares the body to go into that more intense cardio workout. Right? You want to stretch, move, dynamic movements to begin with. Get that body ready to work out. Hey, James Money, 615, how you doing? What you been up to? And when you exercise, what? We can walk, we can jog, right? We can jog, we can run, but y'all know I can't run too long. Not when I'm live, right? Not when I'm live. We don't want the phone to just fly across the street, right? You can do jumping jacks, right? Warm up, get started, get into that more intense workout. So, but for your cardio, if you're not doing any resistance training that day, you can walk, you can jog, you can run, you can skip, you can hop, you can march, right? You can walk in place. Shout out to Rogers Living. Okay, you can walk in place. You can just tap it out, tap it out, tap it out, tap it out, right? You can go swimming. If it's hot outside, get out there and swim. If it's cold outside, swim indoors. You have access to an indoor pool, swim indoors. One of the best forms of cardio activity that you can do is swimming, especially if you have certain issues, right? Certain joint issues, right? But we've already told you to what? Consult your primary health care provider, okay? Don't do anything that you see someone else do or you hear them say to do. We drop nuggets over here. We do not professionally, medically, or clinically, scientifically, technically assess, diagnose, treat, evaluate, or prescribe, right? We just drop nuggets. I drop nuggets. The chat drops nuggets sometimes about the things that they do that help them to become more fit or fitter. So that's what we do over here. We do not design workout regimens or routines or plans for you. We just encourage you to move. Move, get up and move. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. All right? It is 2026, February 1st, 2026. I hope that you had a wonderful January. Right? Prepare yourselves to have a wonderful February. Okay? Prepare yourselves to have a wonderful February. Again, this is the month of Black History Month. This is Valentine's Day. It's the shortest month of the year, day-wise, 28 days in the month of February. So it's going to seem like it's going to fly by, right? But what I have said and told my friends, we were talking about this, about the way that we kept saying last year, the year is flying by, the year is flying by. Listen, don't say that this year. Try your best not to say it, even if you feel it, because when you say it, seems like, I know technically it doesn't, but it seems like it makes it fly even faster, right? Because 2025 was, whew, flew by like a whirlwind, right? So And I remember we were always saying it. This month is almost over. This month is almost over. This month is almost over. And the next thing you know, kids were getting out of school, right? Because, you know, they start to look forward to that in the month of January. Once they get back from Christmas holidays, they start to look forward to prom. They break it down. And when you break it down, it does make it go faster. People start to look forward to holidays. Each month has a holiday. Like January, you get back into school, you start looking for that next day off, right? You get into February, most kids they don't have Valentine's Day off, but they do have President's Day out, right? You got the President's Day sales and all this kind of stuff. Next thing you know, you're talking about March, where many people have their spring break, March into April. Proms are starting. And in March, kids are like 2 more months of school. People who are graduating high school, they've gone to school, many of them for 13 to 14 years. And listen, 13 to 14 years has culminated into just 2 months left to go. Now they plan on going to college. If they plan on going to college, they know they got about 2 to 4 years at least to go. But listen, that's a choice. They don't have to do that. I encourage it myself, but they know that they don't have to do that. High school is not so much of a choice. It's something that you have to do, and you should have to do it. So those 13 to 14 years start to culminate, and you start to count down. You look at all of your accomplishments, all of the times that you graduated, because you know nowadays, kids who are graduating high school, they've had about 5 graduations. They've graduated Head Start or pre-K. They've graduated kindergarten. They've graduated primary school. They've had a junior high graduation, and now they're graduating high school. Man, they take the fun out of the high school graduation, don't they? But because that high school graduation is that last one that they have to do, it's still fun. It's very significant. We're coming up that hill, y'all. We do incline with hills, right? We ain't just talking about inclining. We do hills. And I do hills once a week. I did it once or twice on here, and I need to do it again. So as soon as I do it, though, my mockingbird is going to want to do it. I said it, and she's saying it. My copycat is going to want to do it. She's already saying it after she heard me say it so much. But listen, you got to keep moving, right? Keep moving. Keep finding you things to do that give you a physical release, a mental release, a spiritual release, an emotional release, an all around full experience of releasing, letting things go, right? Letting it go. And the things that you can't let go, guess what? That's why we talk about R words over here, remember? Remember, R. Remember starts with an R, right? So relax. I hope you've done that this weekend. Rest. Uh-oh, they got music. I'm sorry, YT. I'm sorry, YouTube. We're going to shut that down a little bit. Okay, I think he's done. I think he's done. So again, I hope that you have practiced those R words. Rest, relax, release, right? Relate to the things that you can, to the things that you can't. It'll be okay. God is in charge. Pray about it. He's already got the solution. Resolve things you can't resolve. He's in charge, right? Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Right? Remember who you were, who you are, and who you would like to be. That's not going to change from last year to this year. I'm going to always encourage that. Right? Restore, rebuild, replenish, rapport. Right? Remove yourself from people, places, and things that don't do you any good. Remove those things away from you, out of your life, and you remove yourselves out of those situations and away from those things. Right? Okay? Become reacclimated, okay, into some things that were good that you don't do anymore, right? Refocus, refocus, reset, reload, rebuild, restore, replenish, repour. If you have a cup and there's half a solution in that cup, some see it as half empty, some see it as half full. Whatever it is, half is there and half isn't. So repour to restore, all right? Repour to restore, right? Relish. Relish in those things that are going on right now for you that bring you joy, right? Right? Respect yourself, right? If you don't, who will? Respect yourself, all right? He had a little bit of music, not too bad. Respect yourself, okay? Redo. Sometimes you don't always get a chance to redo things, but the things that you can redo, redo. And if you can't redo them, all you can do is to try your best to correct them, right? When you've done things that you wish you hadn't done, you can't always redo or undo. But put yourself in a situation where maybe you can hopefully make that better, all right? So redo what you can, what you can't, make it better. Rebuild, did I say rebuild? Reevaluate, right? Recommit to some things. Hey there, Betty, how you doing? Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and more. I saw you drop a video a day or two ago. I gotta check it out. I was at work and didn't get a chance to watch it. I think the last video of yours that I watched was, I think cookies. I think they were cookies. So I know you've dropped at least one or two more since then. So I got to get over there and check you out. Hey, Shawanda. Hey, everybody. Just passing through in the YouTube streets. Just wanted to say hello. Hello, Shawanda. How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sensational Sunday to you and Betty. Hey there, Robert. To James Money 615. He's been in here. Happy Sunday to you guys. Again, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you prepare yourselves for a wonderful week. Okay? If you've got work this week, listen, go in with the armor on, okay? Go in to work with your armor on. With your armor on, okay? Have your armor on so that you will be prepared. I know it's cold outside. Yeah, it's cold, Robert, it's cold. It feels good though. It feels good. I started to wait till tomorrow because I've been doing some other things, enjoying some other platforms, right? Where you don't have to deal with some of the same people over there that you deal with over here. So I was like, nah, I'm not waiting till tomorrow. Because usually I don't walk on here on the weekends. I usually do the weekends for myself, right? Yes, the ice spots, because they are tricky. They will trick you. They will definitely trick you. Those ice spots are nothing to play with. So you guys be safe out there because it is still cold. It is still cold. And there are patches of ice. So you know they call that black ice. Especially on the asphalt, a lot of times you can't see it. So be careful whether you're walking, cycling, driving, whatever you're doing, be as careful as you possibly can. Be as careful as you possibly can. So the good thing about moving though, when you keep moving, you generate heat. Now nobody wants to be sweating like a pig. You don't want to be sweating like a hog. Sweating doesn't really necessarily mean that you're doing a lot of work. Right? Some people are prone to sweating anyway. But if you are working, yes, you will sweat. But the good thing about it being cold outside, you don't sweat as much. Nobody wants to be all sweaty. Those pants looking funky on you. Tell me if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let me know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Art is Dudley. Tell me if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because sometimes I use the word funky and I mean in a good way. And sometimes I mean in a bad way. But yes, guys, we keep moving one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, non-stop for an hour a day. An hour a day. I recommend an hour. Most reputable sources recommend 30 minutes. But over here, we move with a purpose. As long as the Lord allows, we will move with a purpose. Right? We move with a purpose. So if it looks like we're moving fast, we are. But not always. Some days this might be your purpose. Just depends on how you feel. Some days this might be your purpose. This speed right here. But guess what? You're still moving. You're still moving. Some days this might be your purpose. Right? You may feel like you're not moving that fast. And you may not be moving fast. But you're moving. You're moving. You couldn't tell me which one it was, so we're going to get you out of here. Because you couldn't tell me which one you meant. So if you stopped by and you said it and you didn't respond, that probably means you kept going. You probably one of my biggest fans. The one that likes to do everything I do, or at least attempt to do everything I do. The one that wants to jump, 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 jump. Or run. That one. Yep. One of those big backs. One of them. So I don't know. Since you didn't respond, I had to move. I gave you the benefit of the doubt, because that could mean a good thing, it could mean a bad thing. So, you guys, for those of you who watched the show Sanford and Son, did you see that Lamont is no longer here? That was sad. That was sad. I hated to see that. I hated to see that. He always looked good for his age. He always looked good for his age. He really did. He always looked good for his age. And what's so funny is that I don't think Red Fox was much older than him. I don't think he was. I don't think he was. So you guys, make sure that you stay warm, okay? Right? Layer up. Layer up. You still don't want to get too hot. Even though it's cold outside, you don't want to get too hot, okay? Remember, you want to warm up. You want to stretch, right? You want to stretch. You want to loosen up those joints, those muscles, those tendons, those ligaments, right? Before you start. So you do that by stretching, right? Right? Be careful. Stretching helps to prevent what? Injury. Will it absolutely prevent injury? We can't say that, but it does help to prevent injury, okay? Right? Those synovial cavities, they create synovial fluid. That synovial fluid lubricates the ends of those joints, right? So even if you have certain issues, I don't know a healthcare provider that doesn't want you to move. You just might be more limited in your movement. But as long as you're moving, you keep moving as long as you can. Be it a little bit or a lot or anywhere in between, but you keep moving. Okay, you keep moving one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Get those arms, move those arms, move that head, do those head circles, move, 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 right? Put a little swivel in your jibble of your hips, okay? Incorporate your whole body into it, right? Create, the more you move and get those joints in order, the more synovial fluid your body will create in order to lubricate them. Those synovial cavities will create more synovial fluid in order to lubricate them. You may not make as much as you used to because you may have certain issues, but that will help you. It will help you. It will help you. Don't do anything that you know that you cannot do. Do not try to compete with people you do not compare with. Just because you see someone else on YouTube doing something doesn't mean you have to go and break your purse and buy every piece of equipment in the world to try and do it. Doesn't mean that you have to try to compete, because you cannot compete where you don't compare. You can have every piece of equipment man ever made. You cannot compete where you do not compare. Maybe you find pleasure in just knowing that you have it and you're trying. I shoot basketball. And even though LeBron is about to retire, I know I do not compete where I don't compare, right? So do not try to compete where you don't compare, because you put yourself at an increased risk for injury, okay? I want you guys to have a wonderful week. We've gone over a lot of the R words. Y'all know the R is the favorite letter up here. So S-E-L-F, self, one of the favorite words, right? It's a great word. It's a great prefix of a word, right? Self-love, self-motivation, self-determination, self-dedication, self-esteem, self-respect, self-control, self-acknowledgement, right? Self-encouragement, okay? Don't let these bothered people bother you. That's easier said than done, because they really get on my nerves. Like, they really do sometimes. But you have to think about it. If they're getting on your nerves, they look up to you. If they're getting on your nerves because they're doing every move you make, trying to say everything you say, they look up to you. So don't always let it get on your nerves. Put your head up and be like, yes, sis, I know you like me. Okay? Yeah, bro, I know you like me. All right? Be you. Be uniquely you, as only you can. Have pride in it. And I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful week. Whether you're going to work this week, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, whether you're on vacation, have fun if you're on vacation. I know a couple of people who are in Hawaii right now. They're just having so much fun. Because people in Florida are cold this week. People in Florida have been cold since Christmas. Okay? But over in Hawaii, I know people who are, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful, right? So wherever you are, make sure that you're doing the best things for you. The best things for you and your family. Those things that are conducive to you guys having a better life, right? Healthier, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. It's about the heart, mind, body, and soul. About the intellect, about the cognitive, right? Your heart is the most important muscle in your body. You want to work it, but you want to work it within reason. You know your fitness level. If you feel uncomfortable, if you feel pain or discomfort, slow down and or stop. Consult your primary healthcare provider. And as always, you know to consult them before you start, restart, end, change, or any of that. Care plan, schedule, routine. Okay? All right? Much love to each and every one of you guys for coming in here. Don't let bothered people bother you. Brush them off. They're crumbs. Okay? Okay? They're crumb snatchers. Right? Don't let bothered people bother you. Those are crumb snatchers. We're not talking about, they call your little kids crumb snatchers because you got to feed them. See, they're supposed to be crumb snatchers. That's a joke when it comes to your kids. They're supposed to be. But you got full-grown women, men. Don't let them crumb snatch off you. And if they do, that just says a lot about you and little about them, okay? So don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, grab your grip. Thank you for that light. Grab your grip, get up, and remember that R word, remove. Grab your grip and go. Remove yourself from that situation, from that place, from those people. Even if it's in a grocery store, you're on aisle 7, and somebody is just really wreaking your nerves on aisle 7. Go over there and get what you need on aisle 5 or 6. Okay? All right? Go over there and get what you need on aisle 5 or 6. Okay? Thank you guys for being in here. Robert, Betty, James, Shawanda. All right? And even though Art is Dudley, I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lines Pride. Okay? Because that's what we've been doing over here since the beginning of the YouTube career. We've been walking and talking, hence the name Lines Pride. Let's Walk and Talk original. All right? All right? Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Remember, I said self. Nothing wrong with being selfish sometimes. You got to be selfish and take care of you if you want to be able to continue to take care of those you love, right? Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate you. We're just over here walking and talking. February 1st, 2026. What did you guys do today? What did you guys do today? Look, we've given our closing words, okay? But there's nothing wrong with you guys. I'm still on here for a minute. Just let me know what you did today if you don't mind. And if you don't want to say it in the live chat, leave it in the comments. What did you do today? February 1st, Sunday, first day of the week, right? New day, new Sunday, new week, new month, right? You can't undo a lot of the things that have been done or that you did, whether you did it, whether you were the one who did it or someone else. But this is a new day, a new Sunday, a new week, a new month, right? Start over. And for the things that you can't undo, find a new way. Just like it's a new day, a new Sunday, a new week, a new month, find a new way to deal with them, to handle them, all right? And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride original. So we're going to walk it out. Walk it, walk it, walk it out. Little squirrels. Cutting up, cutting up. We didn't walk too fast, but we're going to slow it down a little bit. So you guys hang in here if you want for the cool down. For the cool down. Hey, top to bottom. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Happy new day. Happy new Sunday. Happy new week. Happy new month. Happy Black History Month. Happy Valentine's Day month. Hey, look, happy President's Day month. They're going to have some President's Day sales. You know, every month has a holiday. Every month has a holiday or some day designated to something. And like I was telling them earlier, sometimes that's what makes it go so fast. So slow down, slow down. Friday, you know, enjoy Monday, enjoy Sunday and Monday just as much as you enjoy looking forward to the weekend. Each day is equally important, okay? I know I caught the end. Okay, I got you. Every day is equally important. And again, I think one reason last year seemed like it flew by so fast is because every time we thought about it, we kind of said it and acknowledged it. But listen, slow down, like we do with the cool down, right? Slow down. Even when you know it's going fast, right? Relish in each and every day. Okay? Happy, yes, in each and every day. Be just as happy on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as you are on Friday and Saturday. Right? Right? Enjoy each and every day the same. Don't rush them. Don't rush them. Even when you feel like they're going by fast. Because again, every month has a holiday. Every month has something that somebody is looking forward to. Or really just people in general. Like I just named three things going on in February. The shortest month of the year. Right? So if you're rushing toward those days, it makes that month just fly even faster. Or at least seem to. March, you got St. Patty's Day. You got a lot of people going on spring break. You got proms. You know, people are counting down right now to proms. Again, people are counting down to their graduation, from their high school graduation, the last graduation that they have to do. You know, many are going to college, but if they don't want to, then graduating high school is the last one that they have to do, right? Now, some may have some parents that are like, nah, you're going to college. But, you know, generally speaking, and by the time you get to high school graduation, Like I said earlier, sometimes they're taking the fun out of it because you had preschool graduation, kindergarten graduation, primary school graduation, junior high graduation, and now you're on your 5th graduation. Back in the day, all we had was like high school graduation. Maybe graduation from primary to 6th grade to junior high, maybe from 5th. And maybe then they started getting into you graduate kindergarten, which that's understandable because you're still kind of babied in the kindergarten. But in 1st grade, those nap mats, they come up. Those napping mats, they come up. Hey there, Steven. Those mats that they use to let you nap, those mats usually come up. So they're not babying you anymore. So by the time you graduate high school, that's going to be like your 5th graduation. So, time does fly. And for those you think time was slow when you were in school, listen, hopefully you live to be 100 years old. Guess what? Once you become adult, time is going to fly so much faster. You think it's going slow when you're in school because you're under your parents' control. You're under other people's control. But listen, when you become an adult, especially once you get into those 30s, those mid-30s, you're going to be like, slow down. Slow down. Right? You're going to be like, slow down. Hello, Miss Fry. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Miss you. I miss you too, Steven. I've been, I took a break over the holiday season because some people never take a break off these apps. And you have to really, really feel sorry for why they can't resist being on an app. Now, some people, they're loners and the apps are pretty much just their thing, but even then, take some time for yourselves. Take some time for your family, your friends, okay? Meet new friends, the ones that you can go out and have lunch with. They don't have to be co-workers. They don't have to be classmates. They don't have to be your church members. But find an organization, have some fun, or just spend some time with you. There's nothing wrong with you spending time with you. Take a break from this app. Some of these people on here, one in particular that I know, feels like they cannot go a day without worrying about what's going on these apps. And the reason I know they can't, because when I take a break, doesn't necessarily mean I'm not watching or on the app, but being on here as a content creator, it's not something I got to do every day. Keeping up with what somebody else is doing, trying to figure out what they're doing, when they're going to do it. And it's a lot of days where I don't even do that, don't even watch. Because mentally, it's a good thing to let go sometimes. Let go of it sometimes. So I took that break for the holidays. Usually I take a break, of course, during the summer to travel, some real travel, to do some things. And so I came back and I'm doing some other stuff in some other places. Found out you can make some money a little bit easier in those places. So, like I was saying earlier, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? You don't have to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, but have about 2 to 3 baskets. Put you an egg in each one of them, all right? Put you an egg in each one of them. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. Legs looking strong. Miss seeing you. I miss seeing you as well. Listen, we still work out every day. Every day. Like I was telling them, you can do it at home. You can do it at the gym. You can do it at your local rec center. You can do it at the YMCA. But the easiest place you can do it, and you don't have to go break the bank and spend all types of money, is right there in your home. Go right there in your kitchen and find some things to work out with. Go right there in your den. Right there in your living room. Find out some resistance tools you can use to work out to help build that muscle. Tone and strengthen those muscles, right? Always remember to stretch before, to stretch after. And if those muscles and those tendons and ligaments tighten up during your exercise routine, stretch in the middle, all right? Stretch in the middle. Y'all know I say radar, stretch. R is for stretching, A is for warming up, D is for working out, A is for cooling down, and R is for what? Stretching. You want to start the way you end the way you start. right? Helps to prevent injury, helps you to do your movements more fluidly, okay? We're going up this hill and we just keep walking and we keep talking, all right? Nope, they aren't new. I don't know why they hid that, but they aren't new. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just keep walking and keep talking. I'm about to get out of here, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Okay? I really, really do. And we're back. We're back Monday through Friday, unless something comes up and we have to handle business, and we'll be back the next day. If it's the Lord's will, that's what we're going to do. Okay? Y'all know we usually take these weekends off. But I came on to spend some time with you guys. I work out on the weekends and I spend that time with me. With me, you gotta spend some time with yourselves. All right? Even when you're doing the things that you like to do on social media, like the hobbies or the things that you do, as a lifestyle, it's good sometimes just to do them with you, right? So thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lives Friday. Bye, y'all. Bye, Stephen. Thank you for catching me. You, Robert, Betty, Shawanda, top to bottom, James Money 615. If I miss anybody, it was not intentional. Bye, y'all.